I've spent 3 years of my painting journey trying every art style I've come across. And that is to contrary belief, because people seem to tell you that you have to find your thing early, right? Like, pick one thing and paint that for the rest of your life. I fucking disagree. I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. From my point of view, our mission as artists is to fuck around to find out. And if you want to speed through your learning progress using this technique, like being interested in everything and turning that into a superpower, a super easy way to do this is to pick one thing and do only that for a month or 3 weeks. So what I've done is I chose oil painting 1 month, then spray painting the next month, and then landscapes 1 month, and then portraits the next. And by doing this, you essentially set yourself up for peaked curiosity and peaked learning capabilities, because the second it gets boring, you're on to the next thing. But you're always on track to sort of progress as an artist as a whole. And that's what we want to do. We can experiment as much as we want, but we still want to learn every day. And what I've found is that if you do the same thing over and over and over and over, you get bored of it. And in regular jobs, that might be okay. But as an artist, like, some of the greatest ideas come out of boredom, but we want to be able to create every day. And if we don't set ourselves up to be inspired to actually continue every day, then we're not gonna get there. We're not gonna get there. Now, I find that the more you fuck around, the closer you get to your expression over time. Like, if I am to look back over the last 3 years, I can look at similarities in each period that I've done, each deep dive, you know? And if I am to extract all of that, that is basically my now expression. So even though this is a longer journey, it takes time to delve into everything, right? But at the same time, the payoff at the end will be huge. And one of your greatest gifts, if you haven't made it yet, is definitely that you're able to use this technique. You can deep dive into anything because nobody expects anything from you. So even though everyone that's made it tells you to pick one thing, I can wholeheartedly say that the way you get to this one thing is by trying everything. Don't be afraid to try. You don't have to have a calendar set up in order to do this. What I've done is basically, for 1 month, I'm charcoal, right? I'm purely charcoal. That's everything I do. But I didn't necessarily plan on doing charcoal and charcoal only for a month. It just sort of happened naturally. So you'll see that your curiosity is piqued by new things, and delve hard as fuck into those things. And then when it isn't fulfilling anymore, you're free to go to the next thing. And what you'll find is that the things you learned with charcoal will transmute and translate over to oil painting. The things you learn in oil painting will then translate into spray painting. The things you learn in oil pastels will also translate. Like, everything is a building block. You're essentially just stacking skill, you know? Even though it's a longer journey to take, you're essentially finding yourself. Like, if you don't walk down every path, how can you know what's at the end of the road? That's my core philosophy in life. I'm here to try new things. I have to try new things, meet new people to see, do I like this? Yes, no. Do I like this? Yes, no. Do I like this? Yes, no. And if I'm not to try that expression, I wouldn't have known if I fuck with it or not. If I hadn't painted these flowers, I wouldn't have known if I love painting flowers or not. So even though it's a longer journey, you're essentially finding yourself through exploring every direction you can. And I'm essentially making this video because I feel like everyone except Danko says that you have to pick one thing. But I am from the other side of picking everything. I can wholeheartedly say that I love that I chose this path. The path of exploration, the path of being the fool. Because everyone else can try out oil painting, but if I don't try oil paints, then I won't know if I like it or not. There's also this saying like, jack of all trades, master of none. But what I've also thought about is that some of us are possibly meant to bridge different aspects of creativity, right? Like it's the ideas and the stories that matter. How you tell your story is entirely up to you. How you portray your idea is entirely up to you. And in my eyes, the more tools you have in your bag, the easier it is for you to continue to create every day. And you'll see this with, let's say, Picasso as well, right? He painted wonderful the first, like in his teenage years. And then slowly his art style became more and more true to him. It became more and more unique. But he needed to go through the phase of regular art. Same with Munch, right? If you study early Munch, you'll see the same thing. He was fucking magical. And then at one point, he just sort of said, fuck it. I'm gonna do another thing. I'm gonna do me. But I don't think you can find you unless you actually explore all the aspects of you. It's a longer road to take. It is most definitely, like I've said, it's taken me 3 years, and it's probably gonna take me 3 more. I guess the core topic of the video is, instead of trying to do one thing for the rest of your life, try everything, and everything you'll try will at some point combine into one thing, one expression where you can merge it all. And I wish somebody told me that 3 years ago, that it is okay to try out all of these things instead of just finding one thing. And we need freedom, we need curiosity in order to evolve. When curiosity is piqued, we evolve.